can't find any bass. There's a little bass right there. See if I can cast on him. Alright, I'm running right past him. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he missed it. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, missed it again. He's interested. He's not getting it before it goes past him. Oh, there's a bigger one farther out there. I'll try for him. There was two of them right there. I missed both of them. There was two of them. Got a pine needle. Yeah, I had to go do something. Glad you're back. Almost just rammed a bluegill with this thing. Tried the other side. These guys aren't really chasing it too well. Alright, there's one right over here. I know there's some under this pad. This pad's always here. But just can't get on the edge of it. Yeah, that happens every time. Every time that happens. I just can't get it right. And I don't want to keep bugging them. So much junk. Oh man, I ripped off a little bit of the tail on accident. Should still look fine, right? I don't know. Now I'm gonna switch to bread because I ripped off the tail on it. Just hopefully the bread's not all dried up. Some ants on it. Alright. Okay. I just saw one right over here. Let's see if I can't get on it somewhere. Oh, I missed it. Missed it again. I said I'm catching exotics. I've yet to catch one, so I gotta get on one. These Rio Grande cichlids are beautiful. Just so many smaller fish get to before them. It's hard. Here's one right here. Or no, that's a Mayan cichlid. I don't know. We'll see. There's just so many around them. It's quite difficult. It's like I either have to put a really small bread ball and catch a small one, or a really big bread ball and maybe catch a big one. We'll try super small this time. And then next time we'll try super big. We'll just kind of alternate, see what works. What's up? Just got a small bread ball. Perfect cast. Just need something to actually bite it. Not just steal it 1,000 times over. Just a little dude. Little teeny bluegill. That ain't no exotic. It's a pretty guy though. Give him that. It's a nice pretty bluegill. Let's give him a sec to chill out. Chill out, dude. I'm gonna try to lip him so you guys can see the whole body. Alright, there we go. Feels weird lipping a bluegill. You guys can see how pretty this guy is. There he goes, and there are a couple small bass right here. Let's get them. That's the main issue, I pass them so fast. If they're right underneath me, I can just bounce it and keep it in their face. That makes it 1,000 times easier. When it's not zooming past them, but apparently they left. The second they saw me grab this. Typical. Maybe I can get him to come back out of the weeds. Doesn't look like it though. I want to catch that gar earlier that I saw. I wasn't live streaming, but there was a really big gar. Here's a little bass right here sitting still. Never mind, he's zooming as fast as possible. Should be able to get right in front of him, but of course I've got pine needles all over it, so he's not going to hit it. Probably would have, but pine needles were there, so. And there are some snakehead in here. I'll try to make a video on that, because that'll be at nighttime. If I catch any, I'll be sure to post. Yeah, it's about to. If you guys are wondering why I'm doing like a big U right here, it's because I'm trying to stay on these metal I-beams. Because if I stand on like the middle of that wood or the edges, I'm going to fall straight in. So yeah, you're right, it is about to cave in. That's why I'm taking these weird walk patterns. And casting horribly. Just kidding, I don't have an excuse for that. I caught the smallest bass I've ever caught off a hook earlier doing this. That thing was so tiny. You know, I haven't cast it just straight out yet and see what happens, so. Oh, that's what happens. I land right in the middle of weeds. Maybe I won't try that again. Try and get the weeds off it. Okay, I got the weeds off. It's my biggest fish. Are we counting sharks? If not, it's gonna be a mutton snapper. A big ol' mutton snapper. We never weighed it, so... Actually, we did. I forgot what it weighed, but... If we're counting sharks, it's gonna be a bull shark. Didn't weigh that, of course. Caught a few of them. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Or none, those work too, but I would prefer the like, subscribe, and comment. A shark, where you catch it? I almost caught a big one in the Keys. I caught one in... I don't know if you know where these places are at. It's in the Atlantic Florida coast, but... Already subbed? Appreciate it, man. I don't know if you guys know where it's at, but on the Atlantic, Jupiter Inlet, Stewart Inlet, Palm Beach Inlet, almost in the Keys. About everywhere. I get tired of them stealing my fish. Happens all the time. And most of the time they steal my rigs too. You sub too? Appreciate it. Trying to get to 500. Getting there. Alright. Got our bread ball. I'm gonna try to drop it right in front of us. See what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. But when I cast it over here, fish swarm it and steal it. Because that's what fish like to do. This is not going to work whatsoever, or it might work. But I'm going to put on the smallest piece of bread ball that might even catch a minnow. Hey, I'm not necessarily better than you, man. 100's quite a bit. I've been trying for a year and a half. Bottom of the dock. Alright, I'll try in just a sec. I've been doing this for a few hours. If you're at 100, I'll get you to 101 after the live stream. Oh, now all the fish are right under the dock, so... See how long it takes. Ah, just missed it. Hey, nice to hear you fish too. Alright, super tiny bread ball for a minnow. And it instantly stole it. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to go across. Right now I'm in southern Florida. I usually almost all the time fish in central Florida and catch bass and gar and stuff and bluegill, whatever. And I'm going to try to go all across central Florida and catch as many cool fish as I can and go to all the coolest places. So I'm going to try to make an awesome longhorn tomorrow. It probably won't come out for a month just because of editing and I'm pretty busy, but if you don't see me live streaming tomorrow, that's why. Lipping super tiny bluegill, check. Cute little guy. If I was fishing lakes with really big bass in them, you would be bait. There are some decent bass in here, but I'd say 98% of the population is going to be Dinkosaurus, so I'd be wasting a rod if I were to put them on. If I catch like a 2-3 inch bluegill, though, he's going on a hook, because that'll just catch me a dink for sure. At this point, I'll take anything. See if we can't get a bigger one, or a super smaller one, or a different one. That was interesting. Had a bluegill in it, instantly just somehow turned into a leaf. Never had a bluegill turn into a leaf before. That was interesting. Yeah, New York, I'm pretty sure I've talked to you in my live streams before about how you catch trout and stuff. That sounds awesome. Maybe that's somebody else, but New York has trout. I know that much. Never fished up there, though. Just heard something hit. If I had some lung or something that floats, I would catch a gar in here, because they're a really big gar. That's what you usually need, something that floats. So like chicken lung. Like take the bobber off so it sinks. I've done that. There's not really anything on the bottom here. All of these bluegill and all of these cichlids and stuff, you can see they're pretty much on the top. 4-pound smallmouth, wow. That's awesome. And a big bowfin, I've been trying to catch a bowfin for a long time. Which we do have here in Florida, I've just never actually been able to get into them. I'd love to catch one, though. I didn't know you had them in New York. This isn't even fair at this point. It didn't even last a second. Not even a second. Something just hit up in there in the weeds. Might find a weedless frog on my other rod. There are fairly large tilapia in here. So I'm just going to put it on a giant bread ball, cast out there, see what happens, because I'm desperate. I'm desperate, guys. Or those really big Rio Grandes might be able to swallow this. Dude, I go to lakes all the time and get nothing. You're not alone. I promise. This November, I'm hoping to go trout fishing in Georgia. Yeah, I consider you caught that too, man, for sure. You had it out of the water, you caught it. What are we catching? Right now, we're trying to catch some exotic tilapia, cichlids, anything in that manner. So far, though, all I've been able to secure some bluegill. Earlier, I caught some bass and a beautiful Rio Grande cichlid, but Haven't got any yet to stream, which is what we're hoping for. Any kind of exotic cichlids. I can see them, they're just all super tiny. Oh, that was a Rio Grande. Stole it. What am I throwing right now? Just some bread. Oh yeah, tilapia are terrible, especially the Nile tilapia. I try to keep them as often as I can because they're really good tasting fish. I have bowfish tilapia, catch tilapia, cast net tilapia. They are really, really bad for the environment. I try to keep them as often as I can. If I catch one this live stream, though, I'm not going to, because this water is connected to a canal that is filthy. It's not really safe eating. If I was in my usual lake that's super duper clean and clear, then I would for sure keep it. But you are 100% right, they are terrible for the environment. I'll try casting it that way a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, tilapia are mega invasive down here. What? How did that little guy carry that giant bread ball off? Like I said, anyone watching the stream that hasn't liked and subscribed yet, be sure to. We're getting really close to 500. Big old bread ball this time. Try casting it farther up against those weed edges. That's where I've seen the bigger stuff like that. Bigger cichlids and tilapia and panfish and whatever. I guess not, because there's micros over there. Oh, here comes the big one. Here comes. Ooh, he hit it. Oh, I need him to take it. There's a big one right there. There we go. There we go, guys. Rio Grande cichlid. Let's go. I will show you guys just how pretty this guy is in a second. Wow, look at him. Beautiful blues on him, reds. He is beautiful. That's the exotics we're out here trying to catch. That's honestly the main target. This one doesn't have a ton of blue on him, but this is probably the prettiest one out here. Not the prettiest, of his kind. There's way prettier. The prettiest kind out here. Yes, sir, W's in the chat. That was cringe. Can't you see him super well, but the colors are stunning on him. The reds, the blacks, the blues. Most of them have really fluorescent blue dots on him. This one doesn't. So he's not as pretty as a lot of them, but he's still a beautiful catch. See ya, bud. That's what we've been out here trying to do. So now we can take a break from that and try to catch some bass. They're just so tricky to catch because everything small gets to the bait before them. Pretty tricky. See a bass over here. Wow, that crappy magnet looks good in the water. Oh wow, the bluegill are tearing it up right now for some reason. That'd be funny if I catch a bluegill off of a crappy magnet. That'd be really funny. Especially like a super small one. I see a bunch of the Rio Grandes out there right now. Kind of hard to see on the screen though. Although, as much as it is getting prime time, my camera is at 10%, so I'm going to have to end it in a little bit. I will continue fishing out here for the rest of the night, and anything I catch will be added to my shorts, and maybe a long form. I doubt it though. Have to be pretty good for that. So make sure to keep up, turn on notifications so you know if I caught anything, but I'm going to have to end this soon. If I can stop casting the weeds, we could end it on a better note. I'm just going to let the bluegill munch it, maybe get lucky and hug it. That'd be funny. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. I just had one out of the water. A super tiny one, too. This is funny. They're so curious. Wow, they are slamming it right now. It'd be funny if a bass just came through and took it. Dang. Dang. He's trying to rip the soft plastic bodies off of them. These guys are little savages. Definitely grasp their attention. Ooh, gar right here. It's either a gar or snakehead. I'm not sure what that was, guys. I'm not sure what that was. That was big. That was at least, I don't know, at least 3-4 foot. Wow. That was big, guys. He was interested, but he turned away last second. That was think it's still sitting there, whatever it was, and just kind of just sunk. I'm pretty sure that was a snakehead. Kind of looked like it. I'll have to check later to see if I caught that on camera, but that would have been awesome if I did. We have a couple bass right here. Come on. It disconnected me from my own stream. I am back. I'm so sorry. Thank you if you're still tuning in. Yeah, I got disconnected from my own stream somehow. I have no idea how that happened. Thank you guys for staying if you're still here. And I'm 90% sure that was a snakehead, so I'm going to switch to just a worm. Just a worm with a maybe split shot on the front instead of a bullet weight. No, because I don't want to sink that fast. And I'll just kind of bounce it right there and pray. Hope I catch it. That'd be cool if I did catch a snakehead on stream. Maybe as a bowfin. I just never seen a bowfin in here. Wait, did you guys see that? A 3-inch bluegill just took this and it carried it away. Like, I hooked him. He bit the hook. It was like 3 inches big. Thank you for still being here. That is awesome. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what just happened. I'll give this a few more throws because I'm seeing a lot of bass, but I really want to catch a snakehead, so I'm probably going to end up switching in a second. That's funny that I almost had like a 3-inch bluegill off of this. Ooh, someone's behind it. Come on. Ah. That looked like a big Mayan cichlid. I'm surprised we didn't catch one of those. I'm seeing so many bass that it would hurt to change it, which I can still catch plenty of bass on worms. I've caught more bass on soft plastic worms than anything else in my life. Or at least any lure. Although for these little guys on the top like this, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the crappie magnet for what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Oh man, got pine needles on it. Earlier I somehow foul hooked like a little 3-4 inch bluegill on the gill. He was fine, but it's kind of funny. By the way, guys, this is my biggest stream ever. I've never had... Okay, I don't know if I cut out there. It crashed again. I said thank you guys so much for... This is my biggest live stream ever. I've never had this many viewers at once. Thank you guys so much. Or this amount of total viewers. So thank you guys a lot. Although with the system keep on crashing, I don't know what's happening, but it's crashed twice now. And my camera is at 5%, so I am going to end this live here, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're getting closer and closer every day to 500 subs. I'll see you guys in the next one. And catch a big one. See ya.